Hello and welcome to the demo for Aldoria. There's our dude, Aldorian Dorfenstein. Oh, its name is Sir Benedict. Never mind. Thank you for heeding my summons. The kingdom of Aldoria is in great peril and requires your assistance. The evil warlock Zalazar has set a curse upon this land. Only a brave knight like yourself stands a chance at defeating him and lifting the curse. In order to defeat Zalazar, you must travel far to harness the elemental powers of fire, earth, air, and water. Be wary on your adventures. Zalazar's curse has weakened all noble forms of life in the kingdom, and his curse state taking a single point of damage will kill you. Take heed and be careful. Good luck, and may you find success in your adventures. Aldoria's fate lies in your hands. Well, that is a disappointing turn of events. Alright, so, I just like the retro feel of the game, appearance-wise. However, seeing that, one hit will cause me to die, yeah, that's probably going to be something that, unless it's something that kind of changes over time, it's not going to be a game that I end up playing a whole bunch, unfortunately. To say that I've lost interest in the game is not necessarily completely false. I still, the story seems, like the fun, usual stuff that we have to do and save the world and everything, and I definitely dig the art style. It just kind of reminds me of, I think, the late 90s, early 2000s of DOS and Allegro Studio and, stuff like that, so... there's definitely this level of, I don't know, nostalgic excitement. No, that's not even the right word, but there's a definite feeling of, I think I'll die? God. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was, the background, if it wasn't the background. I guess I should have talked to the dude who would have been like, hey, don't walk into the spikes, you'll die. Don't you remember? They said that if you touch anything, you will die, or if you can take any damage, you will die. Anyway, so the point is, I do enjoy retro platformers. They're probably one of my favorite types of games to play. What I don't like are, I don't know, I don't like extreme difficulty. Let's see if only some fire. Alright, gotcha. I just don't like, I don't know, I don't want to play something that, has such an extreme level of difficulty or you can't make mistakes. It just means that, as a person who tries to play a bunch of games, I'm potentially going to lose a lot of time trying to play one specific title. And you might say, well, why are you even playing this if this isn't going to be a game that, you're going to pick up in the future? And the reason is pretty easy. You may never have heard of this game before this video, and I want games to be found. I want people to find out that the game exists. I want them to try it because everybody likes something different. And my goal is to play a game to the best of my ability, and at least hopefully show you what it is, and I don't know, give you the chance to decide if it's something that you want to check out. Alright, you lizard things are obviously going to be a little bit more problematic. I don't think... okay. I was gonna say it's not going to be worth it going in this forest, but apparently it is. Okay, you're not friendly. I don't know if you've ever played... there's no way we're jumping over that. There's no point. I don't know if you've ever played Wizards and Warriors, specifically Iron Sword. It was on the NES. It was a very difficult platformer, to be completely honest with you. It wasn't easy. But you didn't have the same one hit and you're dead kind of scenario. But it was like, man, it was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. I had asked my grandfather for money to purchase the game because I couldn't afford it. I was at this like kind of like giant yard sale thing. It was like a swap meet. I believe they call it is what it is. And you know, I ended up buying the game without like the, because you could buy the NES cartridge on its own, or you could buy it with the box and the books and stuff, and it was just kind of like, you know, whatever. I did buy it, and I played the crap out of it. I love the music, and it was one of the hardest games I ever played, I think, at the time. I still don't think I can make that jump, and I'm not actually sure of where to go. Based on the platforming, the level design, the music and everything, if this didn't have the one hit and you're dead mechanic, this is probably a title that I would really be looking forward to. It's, I really enjoy the music, the platforming is pretty good, the enemy design is nice, the music is super catchy. I think I may have said that already, I don't know. Yeah, I went this way, and that is a dead end. Is that a rock? I mean, it is certainly a rock, but what kind of rock? A nugget of Eldorite ore. It sparkles in the light. It'll be very useful to a blacksmith of a high skill level. I think there was a blacksmith in the town. I wonder what it does, though. Oh, I need fire. Just... where's the fire magic? So many of these locations I can't progress through. I almost wonder if I'm making a mistake with kind of feeling like this is going to be something that I'm not you know, good at enough to play. And that's really like ultimately where it kind of comes into play for me is, you know, I'm just usually, you know, somebody who will die quite often, and you know, the concept or the idea of playing a game that doesn't allow me to, you know, make a couple of mistakes makes it, you know, harder to want to play it. But this is so far a delightful experience. So even though I feel as though the game is likely to take some kind of turn at some point that's just going to become far too difficult for me to continue, it's really hard to walk away from it. I don't really want to, you know, give up on the chance of seeing more of what has to offer, or what it has to offer. Another one of those fancy sticks. And then of course I die, and then the dying definitely makes me, you know, feel like I know what I'm talking about when I say that, you know, I'm not going to be a fan of that. But it all feels relatively reasonable. Like, I mean, you know, the combat is, I mean, there's not a lot going on, but it feels good. Like, none of it is, impossibly difficult. I feel like I'm doing a fairly decent job of killing all the bad guys and everything. It just means you have to be careful, which I guess is probably the problem. I don't want to be careful. I just want to dash through everything. But yeah, the coin system to buy our save spots is feels rather generous. There might be something else we do with the coins. Okay, unexpected. Did not expect that dude to shoot a freaking fireball. This is a boss, it looks like. Sweet. Look at that, I made it all the way to the boss. Ah, I feel so good about myself. Okay. That's about expected. It's funny, though, that, like, everything else in the game... Well, not everything, but the vast majority of other enemies and whatnot in the game... God... The other enemies in the game don't take one hit to die. They can take multiple. Seems like they have an unfair advantage. Oh, come on. So close. Kind of easy boss fight to kind of like put the things together on how they're gonna do it, but... There is an audio clue that you have to listen out for. Which I think is nice. Sweet. It's definitely easy, I think, to kind of feel like you're I guess I mean, like it's easy to get too sure of yourself, I think. That's pretty cool. And we have magic juice as well. Can't go upward, so I guess we're gonna go downward. Nope, the downward doesn't lead us to anywhere either. Alright, well, time to go exploring. I don't know what the one guy has. In his house. Like at the town. Like, so I don't... Dang. Let's see. I'm gonna play this for no more than 7 more minutes. This is gonna be a title that I kind of cut off at the 20-minute mark, which is something I'm not trying to do a lot of, but my wish list, or my wish list, my Steam Next Fest list of demos to try is in the, well, it's in the very many hundreds. Like as of right now, like I still have 200 demos installed. So I mean, it's just there's not enough time for me to play all of them. So in order to try to give as many of them as I can some degree of coverage, there's gonna be times like this where, you know, a game that I do like the general idea of it, I think it's really cool. But I feel as though it's I guess increasingly unlikely that I will be able to finish what is available in the demo. You know, I have to kind of pick a stopping point. And I feel like 20 minutes is a good stopping point. I mean, to be completely honest, 20 minutes typically is the average amount of time I think that I spend on demos when I really look at the numbers. How are you, like, all the way over here, dude? No giant frogs. Alright. Okay, so we gotta go fight, like, some kind of giant frog, which probably gives us something, and apparently, this is, as far as we're going to get. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the village then. I want to burn down the stuff, so I guess, yeah, the 20-minute time frame actually kind of will work out relatively good here. And, yeah. Now, for a game that requires some degree of precision, not really with the platforming, but with the combat, and something that typically is something that I, you know, just don't expect to really get into. I have to say, I'm really impressed with this. I have been thoroughly enjoying it. I can imagine there'll be times where I get completely frustrated because, you know, dying in one hit is going to be something that is super frustrating for me, but it seems to be done fairly well. Like, it's, everything is done in such a level that, I mean, it just feels very rewarding. I don't expect that this is going to be something that doesn't really keep me entertained when I play it. I'm just looking to see if there's... I don't remember where the blacksmith is or if we even saw the blacksmith, but I wanted to see if we could see what those things we found will do. I don't think they're here, because this is just like where the king is, and the king's going to be like, ah, go find the stuff, Mr. Benedict. Alright. Yeah, so it looks like actually there's a little bit more that I can do, and no, let's do it then. Yeah, why not? Screw the whole 20-minute thing. I'm just gonna check out these other rooms and whatnot to see it. This game deserves it. Just once, though, I would like to see a game, you know, where you're just like, oh, the world is ending and we need everybody to save it and whatnot, you know. Instead of having one character try to go and save the world, you know, I just want to be I want to be a character that is involved in the whole process. Like, you know, just make me one of a dozen different heroes that have kind of gone out with the intention of saving the world. I feel like that would be really cool. Another thing for the wizard. Okay, well, I don't think I can actually get up there. Like, I can come pretty close, but I don't seem to be able to jump quite there. I feel like I feel as though there's some of these areas that we're getting to see, but we can't actually go through them because we need, like, whatever that, you know, the air elemental stuff, because that would make sense to me, you know. Probably because it's a double jump. It's a little bit harder to pull off this, like, downward slash than you would think. I think my thumbs are too big. I don't even have big thumbs. It's like a silly thing to say. Alright, so it looks like I've got one, maybe two rooms that I can still kind of go and explore, so that's going to be the goal. It is going to be slightly over the 20-minute mark, maybe 25. I don't know. But it's... I feel like it's a worthwhile experience. Oh, that's kind of anticlimactic. So there's something there. Oh, I'm definitely gonna do that. Now, I wonder if that's still there. Ah, that way is blocked as well. And alright, so one more room, because the other one I can't get into because it's just, oh, we don't have the ability to jump high enough. And there's like no mushrooms, so if I hadn't died at all, like I probably easily could have finished this at 20 minutes. Alright, yep, that's it. Like, there's nowhere else I can actually go, because I couldn't go to that one room on the right. I'll just go make sure, and I'll just include my final comments. So, I really dig the artwork. You know, it's definitely, I don't know, it has like the old classic NES style artwork for me. That's kind of how I see it. Or, you know, like some early DOS games. The music is fantastic. I mean, I love chiptune music, so I mean, I really, you know, can't complain there. I mean, I'm a huge fan of this music style, and it's really good. Nice use of the instruments. Everything is really catchy. Very impressed with what we have experienced in this demo, so I quite like it. It's definitely going to keep a spot on my wish list. I think it's earned it. So the link is in the description. I encourage you to give it a shot, and if you like it, wishlist it, and thanks for watching.